Welcome back to Rat Attack, everybody. Today is a very sad day.
Can we just while we're doing our intro, don't put our rats here. Just be zoomed in on Tenko's body.
It's a very sad day for
just
Rat
welcome
Attack.
back to Rat Attack, and it's all just right there.
Yeah, well, so not really much clue yet as to what's going on. We just gotta talk to more people, so go to...
We have some soft guesses, though. So.
Yeah, very soft. Like, diarrhea poo-poo guesses.
First Angie, then Tenko. Don't ever say that again.
How can this be?
Don't ever say that again.
Gonta, so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
Probably because you can't see into the future.
Probably because you're worthless.
That too.
Yeah.
Kibo.
Leave it to me.
I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
I like your Kibo voice more than I like the normal Kibo voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course. I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? Is it not because she was dead?
Yeah, probably.
We performed all of the steps flawlessly.
Seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Yeah, if we're doing it again, Kyo, you're the one that's gonna be in the cage.
That's right.
Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. It's weird to me how specific that is. Because it doesn't seem that related to what happens, when she gets stabbed.
Like the sequence of who put what where.
Yeah, but if it's getting this in detail, maybe it is.
Well, I mean...
So, maybe Korikyo could have had a special blanket prepared. Or maybe...
I don't want to be totally dead set on him yet, because it just seems too obvious yet,
No, yeah, I'm not even saying, specifically him, but, this doesn't seem that related to me. But the fact that it's going so in detail tells me that maybe it is.
I understand.
Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the Caged Child song. The seance should have been complete, but...
Now that you mention it... Yeah, now that you mention it. I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Okay, can you play that again?
No, but it doesn't...
It sounds
what does it sound like?
It sounds like a roof caving in.
Yeah, it sounds like a very heavy, wood cracking thump.
Yeah, not a stab, not a single floorboard.
Not a knife dropping or anything. It sounds like something wood breaking and crumbling, that's the sound you would hear if someone fell through the ceiling. We should go look in the other two rooms and see if there's a big gaping hole in the floor or something.
I wonder, could Kokichi, Himiko, or Kyo... No, there's nothing they could break in here.
I mean, yeah, nothing's broken that wasn't broken before, besides Tenko.
Well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps.
That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
Yeah.
I like that we're outwardly okay, maybe you know something you're not saying,
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
So we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ruined it!
Yeah.
Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... What? I don't get it. What do you mean the moment she lifted it? Everyone keeps saying that. It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Does it? I wouldn't think it actually has anything to do with a curse, but like, I don't know.
I don't think so at all.
Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Is it not just because she's dead?
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham.
Maki never was one to pull her punches.
Yep. Spitting hard facts. Sound during seance. Yeah, it's very much a wood crashy type sound, you know?
Yeah, we need to look in the other rooms, because that might have been someone sneaking in through the floor.
Yeah.
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor.
Don't I have more people to talk to?
By the way,
I probably don't have anything useful to say.
I guess. Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it.
Sounds good. Well, sorry people I didn't get to talk to.
I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor.
Okay.
This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
This just reminds me of the first trial in the second game.
You like look around the corner, see Teru over there. I gotta go.
I gotta go. He has a stupid like portable stove for light. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had all that weird stuff. I forgot about the details of that.
Ah, it's dripping.
It's in two places though. What's up with that? And why is there a chunk of the floor taken out there?
That's the like up-placed floorboard we saw.
No, but like to the right, like the beams.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you just like cut a square out. So
Oh yeah, huh?
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
it'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's some pretty cut cross.
Yeah, that's what piques me the most. Look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
So the floorboard could have easily. Huh.
that's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and that portion is and the portion missing is about the same width too.
And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. Question is, why?
Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then,
So what purpose did this serve? So, I don't know, my only thought process is like, if there was a lot of weight on that side of the board, you know, it would have,
Tipped a little.
yeah. So that might have revealed like,
And is that where her head's at?
maybe if they had a light down here, they would have been able to see and like stab her through, but because the cloth was covering the cage, they wouldn't have seen. I don't know.
Okay, so again, my mind just goes to like Kyo directing her where to go.
How would he
exactly.
have come down here though? Because he would have had to like take up floorboards, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And then like crawl down there, stab her, go back up, and all in the dark too.
I only thought the same thing about Teru, and that made sense in a way.
If we find a portable stove, we know who did it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Either like, but it's just having to like directly place there, you know?
Yeah, it's pre-prepared.
Exactly. And there's the only two people that would have.
Himiko and Kyo.
So it's got to be one of those two, right?
I mean, well, let's just keep looking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why?
Because, yeah, I mean, you would have heard a saw.
Yeah,
if
this
they
had to
did
have been
it
done
during,
before,
you know?
way beforehand.
And yeah, the only two people that recommended it were Kyo and Himiko. But
they were both,
in the room. How would they have moved underneath and done it?
That's the biggest problem there.
Unless it's a two-killer situation as well.
Which that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
This is like the most common.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
Okay, so that's almost one thing I was wondering is how
that's
they
how-
did the the wound on the back of their neck.
There it is.
I was wondering, like, if it's done with a knife, that would be hard to do. But if they had some sort of like curved blade,
Like a bloody sickle.
yeah, like a bloody sickle. I should have said it. Now it would have made me seem smart, but that's what I thought.
I believe you. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
Seems unrelated. Let's look somewhere else.
The blood on the sickle was fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Why leave it there?
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well,
Ultimate farmer? A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
They didn't need to
Thrown?
come down here. Do you think it's possible you have you have the cage,
Okay.
and then you have where Tenko's at in the cage?
Okay.
Do you think where the floorboard and that piece was cut out, you could stick your hand through a hole right there? Maybe that loose floorboard is kind of part of it.
Uh huh.
Go over, like if you have the floor here, stick your arm into the floor area where we're at, and then you're able to curve it at your elbow up, slash, throw the sickle. That's our thump.
Back up.
Okay.
So, are we under the floor while we're doing this?
No. Someone in the room.
Someone in the room. Okay.
Someone in the room where that little piece of like section was cut. That looked like where the loose floorboard was.
Yeah.
So I don't remember where the loose floorboard was exactly in the cage. But is it possible that the loose floorboard gave a sort of bridge between the inside of the cage and the outside of the cage?
Two problems with that. One, it's dark. Two, how are you not going to disturb the salt while you're doing that?
If you remember where it is.
I guess.
But I'm just saying that would work. They don't have to come down here. It explains the hole in the wood. All you have to do is stick your hand through, get it around your elbow, hack, and then come back. Like, literally, the thump, that would explain it. If you threw it out from the hole when you had your arm through, you hear dun-dun-dun-dunk.
It was very much a wood crack.
It's also Danganronpa, though.
It is, and it's very, like, weird with some things, but I don't know if a sickle dropping sound and a wood cracking sound would be, like, at all similar.
Do you think the part where the wood was cut was the thump? So maybe that chunk fell out. I mean, you'd think you'd see it down here, is the only problem with that.
See, it sounded like a crack, not a...
No, I'm
like
not saying it was
sound.
sawed. I'm saying it was sawed beforehand, and then when it was time to murder, you were able to, like, kick it out. And then that's what it was.
Okay.
The only thing is, I don't know how you'd take it out, or how we wouldn't see the little cube down here, is the issue with that.
Right.
But I think that's a strong idea that someone in here could have just reached through the floor and gotten her like that. And again, like, the only people who could do that are one, Kyo, Kokichi, and Himiko.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I don't know.
We'll see. I want to relook at stuff.
That seems far-fetched to me, but there have been other far-fetched ideas that have worked just fine.
I am offended deeply and personally by that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it's in the dark and, like, even if you memorize where the circle was, you could very easily, leave. You kick some salt. Oh, it's right on your side. I wonder who did it,
Could it being salt help navigate it all?
Teru did it. He was a chef.
Well, no, but I mean, like would smell work? Maybe that's kind of a loose one, but still. Is there a way to, like, identify salt in the dark?
Do any of us have good senses of smell besides maybe Gonta?
I don't know. But I think there's something here.
I won't say it has no merit at all, but I do think it's a bit far-fetched from what we've seen.
I don't know. I want to look more at the clues, though. Maybe that's what we should have done before I brought all this up.
Maybe.
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
Even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible.
Then her posture is the question.
Hey,
If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floorboard in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible.
Okay. Oh, man.
And don't even forget, we don't know how Angie died either.
Yeah, now that Shuichi brings it up,
There's our crash, I bet.
dried blood? Dried already?
That's not Tenko's then, if it's dried.
Yeah.
Because you can literally see the dripping and the dried next to each other. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Could that be from when Kaido got punched?
I doubt it.
I
That
mean,
seems...
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be wetter? That was more recent.
Yeah, true, duh. Why is there blood here?
Hey,
The back of this floorboard has blood on it, too. Oh, there's so many questions here. I thought... Oh, don't put auto
what
on.
do you mean?
No, turn that off.
Crap.
What did he say? You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the other side of this floorboard.
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet, which means no.
Did someone cut themselves with a saw?
Maybe.
Everyone show me your hands.
Yeah, full body examinations.
Get naked, all of you.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry.
It's right next to where they sawed.
Like, honestly, I know it'd be so messed up, but you can literally be like, if I can see everyone's full bodies, I will solve this.
I mean, yeah.
It sucks, and it would be very, like, people would say no, but it's like, if you explained your thinking and said someone has a cut on them, I'd assume around the hands.
I would assume. Oh, I cut my wiener off. That's hard.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, loose floorboard.
Yeah, there's so many pieces to just this floorboard that I'm like, what? And then this. Is this? No,
Yeah.
that's
Can
all
we
just
look
the
at the
same
notes
thing.
really quick? The Monokuma file? I want to look at that floorboard, see if I could be right.
Is it all the same one?
No,
Oh,
like,
here it is.
I want to look at the actual floorboard by her body.
You said Monokuma file.
Well, I thought these were all Monokuma files. I didn't realize they were separate.
This? Wait, what do
Kinda.
you want to look at?
I wanted a better angle of it around Tenko to see if you could reach around, like I said. Anyways, just continue. We'll see you later.
And here's a hole to one of the other rooms, I presume.
Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away.
It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally.
Okay, well that takes away a theory I was about to say.
But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
Also, there's a candle right... Oh, that's our candle.
What's that doing down here?
What the heck?
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True. But it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
And they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
Would have seen it underneath Himiko.
Yeah.
Isn't this like right where Himiko's at?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
It's one of the corners.
True. They used the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? No, it's not. I don't think anyone was underneath here. I really don't. I think we finished investigating here.
is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up?
Wait, it's just pitch black behind her. Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust.
After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
Well,
By the way,
we've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the Blacken we need to vote for is...
You're right.
The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
This is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths.
Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry.
You think it's sabotage now? We might go back and everything's been made a mess of it.
Yeah, I don't... Too many clues!
This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function.
You could have just made a flashlight. In fact, I'm guessing the warehouse has flashlights.
Look at this. Now then. Seaworth Killer is obviously one of you stupid buttholes who signed up to do this bullcrap seance in the first place. I love that.
No.
So mean. No one has any chill.
No, not necessarily. Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So, you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
So the way you said this one might be like a revenge thing, that's a little harder for me to believe now that the floor was cut in advance.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. I think for some reason, they wanted 2 people dead here. And I would think Himiko was originally thought to be one of them. I wouldn't be surprised if the original target here is Himiko. Because Himiko seemed like the obvious person to volunteer as the caged dog person.
Right.
And she was going to.
Yeah, how would whoever was planning on killing them, maybe they weren't even targeting anyone in particular, but just, like, we kind of thought like a distraction again. Maybe it didn't matter who was in here, you know?
Yeah, Miyu might be right, just in all the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
It's just misdirection. There's no other possibility, Poop for Brains. God, you don't even know that?
Sorry.
It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began.
Yeah, I know. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
And not after, either.
Nope.
Tenko answered Kiyo, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit... So, I won't say between the darkness and the candles being lit. I'll say between the darkness and when the cage got lifted.
What are you talking about?
For when she died.
Oh.
Because there was some attention drawn to that it happened once the cage got lifted.
Yeah.
I don't think that's quite right, but it's interesting they drew attention to it.
They drew a lot of attention to it, which is confusing.
Right. Unless, maybe it's like a mechanism, but how would the sickle get thrown so far? I would think a person would have to be like, okay, I'm done, and then just chuck it across the room. And I'm still guessing that's what our impact was.
The sickle?
Yeah.
See, I don't think so. Danganronpa can be kind of far-fetched with their sound effects sometimes, but that was very much a wood crash sound effect, not a...
That's true.
Because if it was a sickle hitting the ground, it would be like... Tink, tink, tink.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a little, like a clatter, not a...
Yeah, it literally sounded like a whole building caved in.
Yeah. We need to go look in the building, like the rooms next door.
Yeah, I retract what I said. I think you're on something, Gage.
Thank you.
She'd already been killed.
But, yeah, I don't know whether we were under the floor, or the killer. It wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah.
Or above the floor. That's the part we need to find a clue that proves which it was.
Okay. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles are blown out? That may be an important point of this case.
Is there anything else we have to look at in here?
I think they said we're done investigating here.
Okay, let's go to the next room.
When I came to the hallway,
No, what now?
a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded.
Stop! I've had enough surprises.
Is someone at... What?
Okay, I was about to say
Wow.
you were actually kidding.
I actually had the goosebumps everywhere.
I was in shock. I was like, huh?
Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
What?
Okay, you know what? Did he come in after Tenko died? Yeah, because he was in the room. And we saw him covered in blood and not covered in blood. So, okay, never mind.
Sometimes your points are just so everywhere that it's like, start from the beginning, Ethan.
Well, what I was thinking is, could this have been the mess that was made killing Tenko, and this is a cover-up for it?
Oh, no. Yeah, we saw him after. He was good.
Yeah, I figured it out in my head. It was just not clerical.
I was so confused for a second.
Yeah, I genuinely thought we were done. Like, that's it. 4 people are dead by the end of this chapter would be crazy.
That would have never been done before either.
Yeah.
I would be like, okay, everyone team up. Someone's killing all of us.
Yeah.
You know what is funny, though? I've seen this sprite before, and I was like, 2 thoughts emerged. Either, I guess 3. Either he gets killed, someone kills him, or it's just a stupid prank. And of course, it was just a stupid prank.
Did you get the Kokichi sprites?
Yeah, I had to do the Kokichi sprites.
Okay.
And you asked me, did you see anything spoilery?
Is that what you were referencing?
And I was like, honestly, I don't think so, but maybe. And
Yeah, 'cause
my guess was that it was just a prank that he pulls.
Well, I would think either that or like someone bonked him and it was like a funny event, you know?
Yeah.
Like it could be anything.
That's why I didn't really think about it, but now I have my answer. Screw you, Kokichi, by the way.
Yeah.
For a second, I was really sitting here like, what? What?
Yeah.
Huh?
But what are you doing?
Are you good?
Oh?
Sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Did your forehead get cut too?
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through.
Why again in a different room? What the heck is going on with these rooms?
Yeah.
This is like a mechanism, ultimate carpenter or something.
What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean?
It's not over, is it?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because this whole time has been an investigation time.
So they should have reset the timer
Yeah.
when a second person died.
That's rough.
Ugh.
Huh?
Huh?
Confidence. Dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes.
I'm a Killing Game fan.
This is going to be a messy
Baseball,
trial.
Soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game.
Like, I have my suspects, but I don't exactly have proof that links the suspects to...
My primetime ones so far, everyone in that room, minus Kokichi, because I just think he's, by nature, he's going to stay a while.
Yeah.
But Kyo and Himiko, especially Kyo and Himiko, like I can see ways they both very much would have done it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Would Himiko really kill Tenko, though? I can see her killing, like, someone else, but Tenko?
I think so.
You
I think if for some reason she might have been like way more of a religious zealot than you think is the problem. That's kind like maybe Angie like really got to her, and I mean Himiko's an idiot, right? So think of it from this perspective, okay?
Okay.
Maybe somehow Himiko has this like super smart, I can actually kill people, I'm so intelligent, but is like so easily just manipulated and stuff that she appears stupid, but she's actually smart. But that's not the point. Tenko betrayed the student council,
Okay.
and then Angie died. And Himiko was super into the student council.
But
So is it very possible Himiko thought Tenko did that since she betrayed the student council and then went from there?
again, the floorboard was cut in advance.
No, that's not true. That's not true. at all.
No, she took a saw down there and went. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can look at.
They were all cut. They were all cut because.
In case they didn't know which room they would be in.
Yeah.
So
Who does that point you to?
really, Kyo's the only one left at that point.
Yeah,
But that seems obvious, and that's a problem.
I know.
Who else? I mean, there were other people that knew about the caged dog ritual. For one, Kokichi, who could have told
yeah.
literally anyone.
But why would he give away what?
Us. I mean, we knew. Shuichi.
You know what? Kokichi would be a really smart one too. Because if Kokichi went and purposely exploited that, he would frame Kyo in the process.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Who else knew about it? I know Kokichi did, or I thought he did. Was there anyone else in that room at the time when, like, Kyo was telling us about it? Because Kyo
Didn't
does just
Gonta-
feel a little too obvious.
Did Gonta pop in at a time?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Okay, I distinctly remember him in that room, and that's it.
The Killing Game just can't be beat.
This is cool though. This is like
Behold,
awesome.
students,
I know.
The entrance to the trial ground.
I've been very confused at multiple trials throughout these games, but this one is... I don't know if I want to say I'm especially confused or lost, but I am...
Dazed is a good way to put it for me, I think.
I don't have a line of logic to follow in my head yet.
Yeah.
Once the clues start coming together, I'm sure I'll be able to piece it. But, like, even on the last trial, I was like, oh, a zipline would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
This one... Okay. Yeah, I really thought Kokichi was dead for a second. I was like, what?
Because then they would have actually just been picking us off.
Yeah.
Which would have been crazy.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
I guess time's up.
Oh, man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
What?
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document.
He did. Who's to say he didn't write that document, though?
I was just thinking that.
Or we
rewrote
have
it.
two big documents. We have the Necronomicon and Seance book. And the two people that would be able to, like, make either of those are, like, Kyo and Angie. Or maybe... I don't know. It's just weird there's a book involved in both of them, you know?
Yeah, this one's such a mess.
It is.
There's too much information.
Because it doesn't even feel like one trial. If we were just focusing on Angie's one, I'd be like, okay, I think it was this person. If we were just
Right.
focusing on Tenko's, I'd be like, okay, it's this person. Now that it's both, I'm like...
I thought Angie's felt kind of underwhelming too.
Yeah, I was like, this seems like really basic so far.
But I'm glad this picked up the way it did.
And yeah, now it seems like one of the cooler introductions to a trial.
Not only that, he used the exact same tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing, which is what makes it suspicious.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there.
Okay. Good luck.
Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi.
Hey, that's a clue.
I know, but it's still funny.
It is funny, but wow.
Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? You say that a little too often lately, lady.
Yeah.
Can I go investigate other places anyway? I was just
Yeah, in
gonna
this
say.
computer room.
Yeah, like what? This just must have to do something with the future, I'm guessing. I don't even know if it's related now.
Probably not.
Man.
It's like probably the same as finding that big Hope's Peak Academy building, you know?
Right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I'm guessing we're going to be doing the trial now. I think this video is coming out on a Monday? Maybe a Tuesday? I don't know. So, yeah, trials usually last a good, 5 episodes, don't they?
Yeah, so maybe we can crank them all out in that week. I don't know.
Hopefully, otherwise, might be another cliffhanger for you guys. I don't know.
Well, you guys don't mind.
This is a
Crazy.
very interesting start to a trial. I don't think setup alone, probably one of my more favorites that this game has offered so far. Because I am literally so, lost.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have my stronger suspicions.
I have suspicions of people who did it, but I don't have the proof of why they did it.
Well, last
Exactly.
time, we pretty much, more or less figured the whole thing out before it started.
Kinda.
We were off the mark for a few things. And, once the trial started, it wasn't very long until we were like, yeah, we know.
I mean, that one helped that I kind of already knew. And,
True.
Yeah, but this one is I do not know. So we will go in here in the next episode.
Yes.
I am not ready.
I am. I love this. We have half-baked information, too much stuff going on. This will be the
Okay,
best one yet.
True. You know what? Kind of like I was saying, I think a couple episodes ago, I want to try and figure it out and be really smart and stuff before we even go in there. But it is really fun going in there blind and figuring it out as you go.
I
And,
like
unraveling one clue.
I like the
after
point
another.
we're at now, where it's we have a lot of guesses and a lot of well, maybe this, maybe that, I don't know, but we don't really know. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
See you next time, guys.
yeah, really excited.
Me too.
Goodbye. Bye.